And so from what I can, so yes, that day, they hijacked me. All of a sudden, they started putting makeup on me, didn't they, or something like that? And then they said, go and talk to that lady. I can't even remember. I was petrified. I have no memory of that lady all throughout, like none. I thought he was an extremely polite boy, and this is why the fact that he went to that premiere with his new girlfriend is it's not the same guy. There's no way in God's heaven. I'm not religious. There's no way that that same boy with those manners, who of course was camping it up, he liked me. He thought that, you know, but at the same time, we now know what happened. There was that guy there from the studio, blah blah blah. I mean, it's just a lot. I have someone walking, whistling, obviously, because the older brother whistled at him to drag him off. And so he's going, I'm still getting it this to this day. This will stop. Um, right. Uh, D. So, you know, what do you expect me to say about all that? I was a child. I obviously was told to uh, run up, and I did, and now I know why. They obviously had plans which led to which she ended up helping them. You've been completely blackmailed, emotionally blackmailed. My mother did talk about um, the island time. She did. However, there were two mothers. It's like there were two nanas. There were, and it's only, so I no, I would not believe it. I too have seen, I do remember they came and they gave her money so we could, I think that's how we ended up in the south of France. Um, and the older version of me, she went on about how the clothes were really cheap and blah, blah, blah. Um, you really think that that's what I would talk about if I saw my mother? Do you really, really think their perception is very childlike of absolutely everybody, and they latch onto things that only they can understand? And clearly television and movies, I don't know, were they like, was that just 24/7? I really don't know. But no, there is more to everybody. um um there is more to everybody than just clothes. So, but when people say they're crazy because they think blah, you have to ask yourself, how many acts were there for them to think that? It's perpetually stalking me. It's perpetually, when I left America, it was hijacked again. The security was hijacked. And so what he said to me was, doesn't make any difference where you go, what you put on the internet, um, nothing will happen, and nothing has. And you'll be collected or whatever in September, October. Well, nothing has happened. I've been hijacked, kidnapped. It's illegal. It's a crime, and it has to end. With Henry, he perpetually took his image, and I mean perpetually, even before I met him. He also, one of his things was, that don't go and get therapy. Henry will give you all the therapy you need. Well, no, 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 because he didn't want it coming out to everyone around that he's a rapist, and he's horrible with it. I would walk around Melbourne and he would just attack me. Perpetually did it, and he would wind himself up so when he would appear, You know, that time in Sydney, and there was the band, uh, um, you know, and you, um, obviously, Dee was there, obviously with his family or whatever. And when they revealed, I protected them. He'd grape me beforehand outside. So just do remember that, you know, and it was petrifying, absolutely petrifying, and standing up. It was, you know, always standing up, you know, and then I was his girlfriend. I'm not your girlfriend. That gateway guy, he's the same. It's like, I'm not your girlfriend. I'm nothing to do with you. They're petrifying. They really are. I need to go for internals. I can't have that again. You need to do something. You can't go near a woman's body.